So every single shot when you play is different. Whether it's a tee shot or an approach shot or a pitch shot or a chip shot or a putt, it has, of course, those are some differences. But when we look at how the ball's sitting on the turf, that makes it different as well. So most tee shots, probably more than anything, a tee shot is going to be the most consistently flat area where you can play on the golf course. But every single shot after that it's infinitely complex, but also it can be understood and it can be managed. It can be understood on the level of physics and geometry to allow us to make the right decision for that particular shot. So I want to tell a quick story. About 10 years ago, I was caddying for a really great player, student of mine. She had just qualified for the U.S. Women's Amateur Tournament, and that's a big tournament. That's a hard one to qualify for. So obviously, you know that this player is a very good player to have qualified for that. So we're on the first hole, and we've traveled, about 1,000 miles to get to this tournament. And we're there, and she hits the tee shot, and it goes just a little bit left, and it's in the left rough. Now, it was a relatively long par 5, and she wanted to hit her next shot as far as she could to get it down there close to the green. So we got up to this ball, and it was in the rough, and it was actually a pretty heavy rough lie. And instantly, she wanted to grab the longest club that she could hit out of that lie, or out of her club, out of her bag, really. So she was kind of reaching for 3-wood, and I waved off 3-wood. And then she reached for hybrid, and I waved off hybrid. Then she reached for 4-iron, and I still wanted to wave off 4-iron. And I knew right then that I had done a disservice to her, because as great of a player as she was, she didn't fully understand how the lie needed to dictate the shot. So in this course, I'm going to walk you through side hill lies, uphill lies, downhill lies, rough lies, dirt lies, pretty much every lie you can think of. But keep in mind that there is no written rule for each one of these lies, because as we have uphill lies, we also have uphill and side hill lies, where the ball might be slightly below our feet relative to where we're standing in the target, but it's actually still uphill. So keep that in mind. All of these shots need to become intuitive once you have the basic understanding. So no memorizing, just understand the physics and the geometry of the shot, and then use that information to allow your instinct to take over and play the best shot that you possibly can.